Hello and welcome. Today's lesson is going to be to talk about some of the questions on the STAR test. They involve equations and expressions. So this is a question of the 2024 exam and says, what value of m makes the equation 2/3 m minus 9 equals 1/3 m minus 27? So first thing I see is parentheses. So I'm going to eliminate parentheses using the fractions. So if I multiply 2/3 times 1, I get 2/3 m. Please notice, if I put in the calculator, I'm going to put 2 divided by 3 times 1. I get a decimal, so I'm going to change back to a fraction by pressing math, enter, enter. So then it gives me 2/3. Now I'm going to do 2/3, 2 divided by 3 times -9. Press enter. This one, 2/3 times -9, I get -6. Again, there's an invisible 1, so let's do 1/3, 1 divided by 3 times 1. Enter. I get a decimal. So we change back to a fraction by pressing math, enter, enter. We get 1/3 m. And next one, we're going to do 1 divided by 3 times -27. And we get -9. Yeah? So we eliminated parentheses, but the problem is we still have fractions. So how to get rid of the fractions? The way we do it, we put parentheses on both sides, and we multiply by the denominator here. So we're going to multiply by 3. So now I'm going to multiply 3 times 2/3, and then 3 times 1/3 and times 9. So we're going to multiply. So let's see, 3 times 2 divided by 3, I get 2m. Then I'm going to do 3 times -6. Press enter, I get -18. Then I have 3 times 1 divided by 3, and I get 1m. And last one, 3 times -9, and I get -27. Notice by doing this, no more fractions. So now I can do the next step of solving an equation, which is combine like terms. There's nothing to combine. So we go to the next step, cancel the numbers. So here I'm going to cancel 18 by adding 18 to both sides. And I'm going to subtract 1m from both sides. So the 1m goes away, the 18 goes away. 2 minus 1 is m. And -27 plus 18 equals -9. So there we go. Our answer is letter A. Very good. Let's go on to the next problem. Here's the problem for question 35 of the 2024 exam. And it says, which expression represents the perimeter of the triangle in units? Remember, perimeter is the sum of all the sides. So a triangle has sides whose lengths in units are represented by the polynomial as shown where x is a positive integer. Which expression represents the perimeter? Okay, so perimeter is you add all the sides. So we're going to write 3/2 x plus 5/6 plus 3x minus 1/6 plus 2x plus 1/3. So let's see who can we combine. We're going to combine this one with 3x and 2x. So let's put in the calculator 3 divided by 2 plus 3 plus 2. Press enter. We get 6.5. We notice that the answers are in fractions, so let's change to a fraction. Math, enter, enter. And we get perimeter equals 13 over 2x. So we finished the x. Now let's do the numbers without x. So let's do 5 divided by 6 plus, sorry, it's supposed to be minus, so let's arrow, minus 1 divided by 6 plus 1 divided by 3. Press enter. We get positive 1. So right there, we see that the answer is going to be letter C. And notice how we use the calculator to do the fractions. And we learned that if we have a decimal like 6.5, and I want to change back to a fraction, you press math, enter, enter, and it changed back to a fraction. Okay, very good. So let's go on to the next question. Next question is from the 2024 test, question number 46. And basically, I asked to solve this equation. So here's the border. We're going to multiply the numbers that are outside with the numbers that are inside. So we have 7w minus 2w plus 18 equals 4. 8 times w is negative 8w. Negative 8 times 2 is negative 16. Second step of solving equation is to combine like terms. So we're going to combine 7w with 2w. And on the other side, we're going to combine 4 with negative 16. Okay, this 18 here, there's nobody to combine, so we're just going to bring it down. Same thing with 8w. So let's do the operation here. 7 minus 2 is 5w. And we bring down the 18. Next, we have 4 minus 16 is negative 12. And we bring down the negative 8w. Now, we're going to add 8w to both sides. And we're going to subtract 18 from both sides. We draw a line. 18 goes away. The 8 goes away. 5 plus 8 is 13w. And negative 12 minus 18 is negative 30. Last thing we're going to do is divide by 13. So w equals, and if we try to divide on the calculator, let's see what we get. Negative 30 divided by 13. We get a decimal, and if you notice, the answers are in fractions, so you just press math, enter, enter. So that means our fraction form is negative 30 over 13. Very good. Let's go on to the next problem, okay? In fact, the next problem, you can actually stop the video and try yourself. These are review questions. And then once you have tried, restart the video to see what you got, okay? So, welcome back. Now let's see what you got here. So first thing here, remember that this is the value of x. So basically this would be the function of 16. So we copy 1/3, we copy the 4, the minus, but when we get to the x, we're going to put parentheses, and inside the parentheses we put the 16, and then we continue copying. So basically I replace x with that 16. And now I can use the calculator to enter those values. So I do 1 divided by 3, parentheses 4, minus, open parenthesis, 16, close parenthesis, squared. So double check that you wrote correctly, and we did. So press enter, and we get 48. So that's my answer. Very good. Let's try the next problem. The next problem is p of x, negative 7, parentheses x minus 2 squared plus 4. So we copy. Instead of x, we're going to use 15. So we're going to copy negative 7, open parenthesis. We got to an x, so put parenthesis. Inside the parenthesis, we're going to put 15. And then minus 2 squared plus 4. Yeah? So now we're going to put this in the calculator. So negative 7, open parenthesis, 15, close parenthesis, minus 2, close parenthesis, square, plus 4. Double check that is correct. It is. So then we press enter, and we get negative 1179. Very well. Now, what I'd like to do before we continue is to demonstrate that you can use decimals to do these types of problems as well. And decimals can be very easy to get the answer. So let's see how we would use decimals to solve this problem. So I'm going to pull out my decimals calculator right here. And here's the first problem, f of x. So I am going to type f, and then I can open parenthesis x, close parenthesis, equals 1 divided by 3, open parenthesis, whoops, don't forget to move the arrow to the right. Now open parenthesis, 4 minus x, close parenthesis, squared. So basically, I copy the problem on the calculator. Now click a second rectangle, and we're going to write f of 16. So type f, open parenthesis, 16, close parenthesis. And look, we got the same answer. Let's try the next problem. So here we have problem number 2. We're going to erase these here. We're going to copy the next function. So f of x equals negative 7 parenthesis x minus 2 close parenthesis squared, and then plus 4. We double check that is correct. Yes, it is. Now click the second one, and we're going to use f of 15. And we get the same answer. Notice that I use f of x. I could have used p of x. So if you want, I can put p. And then this doesn't work because I need to use p. So now I put p, and I get the answer, okay? So it doesn't really have to have f of x. It could be p of x, h of x. But notice how easy it is to do with decimals, okay? And also, you will learn how to use the TI-84, okay? All right, let's continue doing the next problem, okay? The next problem, we have 4 times y, 4 times 3, 8 times 2, 8 times 3, and we're going to draw the border. 4 times y is 4y, 4 times negative 3 is negative 12. Bring down the 49, equals 8 times 2 is 16y, 8 times 3 is 24, and we bring down the 7. Now we're going to combine like terms, so negative 12 plus 49 on this side, and then this side I'm going to combine 24 and 7. So the 4y, I bring it down, and then negative 12 plus 49, whoops, negative 12 plus 49 Make sure you double check that is correct. Yes, it is. Press enter, we get positive 37. On the other side, we bring down the 16y, and then we have 24 plus 7, and we get positive 31. Now, second step, cancel the numbers. So 16 cancels on both sides. 37 cancels on both sides. Now we draw a big line. The 16 cancels, 37 cancels. 4 minus 16 is negative 12y. And 31 minus 37 is negative 6. We divide both sides by negative 12. And we're going to put in the calculator. Negative 6 divided by negative 12. We get 0.5. We can change back to a fraction. Math. Enter, enter. And we get y equals 1/2. So we know that the answer is letter G. Okay? Last example. We are going to solve an equation. Okay, so here's the border. Negative 5 times 12, negative 5 times negative 9, 4 times 72, 4 times negative 9. So let's use the calculator. Negative 5 times 12. Enter. We get negative 60x. Then we have negative 5 times negative 9. Enter. We get positive 45. Then we're going to do 4 times 72. We get 288. And then we have 4 times negative 9. And we get negative 36x. All right, let's combine like terms. Well, we cannot combine it, so let's keep that step. Let's cancel the numbers. So we're going to cancel 36. Cancel 36. Then we subtract 45. Subtract 45. This cancel. This will be, let's punch it in, negative 60 plus 36. We get negative 24x. 36 here cancels. Sorry, this doesn't cancel. This is 288 minus 45. So 288 minus 45 is 243. We divide both sides by negative 24. This cancel, and let's see, 243 divided by negative 24. We get negative 10.125, and let's press math, enter, enter, and we get, this is negative 81/8. So, if the problem has asked for fraction form, then this will be your answer. If the problem asks for decimal, then the answer would be negative 10.125. It all depends what the STAR test wants, okay? All right, this concludes the lesson for today. Today we learned about how equations can appear on the STAR test, also expressions. We also learned how we can use decimals to do this function notation, okay? And we also learned about the how to change an answer from a decimal to a fraction. Remember, the keys are math, enter, enter. I hope that this lesson was helpful. Now you can do your assignments. Thank you very much for your time. Have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.